Hi everybody, I'm back very shortly today, but there are things that I just have to share with you. Again, I really do love listening to the playlist from Impromptu, Nebthet's musical. I just made a comment under one of my posts how it is Mama Nebthet who inspired these songs. And it really continually dawns on me the story of Osiris, his pieces being put back together, and how that parallels my life. And so I love her so much. It is because of this musical that I am able to go on daily. When I put it on, when I'm sad and depressed or in pain from my root chakra issue, it changes my mood and gives me strength to get through another day. Now today, again, I'm going to try to be as brief as possible, to discuss several things that I have, again, taken notes about. The first is the Occult series interviewing Bobby Hemmett that has Brother Panic and some other brothers there. And he talks about many amazing things. Please check out that presentation. Okay? I've been posting about it on Instagram. So if you are not a member of Instagram, or if you are, please add me to your friends list so that you can keep track of what I'm doing both here and there. Again, Bobby Hemmett saves so many of our lives. I just read a comment. A lady was saying she can't stop watching this presentation. I hope that has become you. Okay? The ancestors have placed him to teach us to get through this time. But in that Occult series presentation I'm speaking about, it's over 2 hours, and he talks about the afterlife. What it is we can expect after we transition out of this world. He has clearly indicated that this dimension is over. It is currently fizzling out, and we need to know what's going to be on the other side. First of all, not to go into the light, but into the dark. Because if you go into that light, I don't even care if you see ancestors or anyone beckoning you over there. Do not go into the light. I really don't think I'm going to have that issue, because Kundalini awakening signifies that you will not reincarnate. I've spoken about that already. Okay, so he talks a lot about the afterlife. He talks about and compares us to Africans in Africa. First of all, to realize that just because someone is dark-skinned, which they are, doesn't mean that they have more melanin than we do. What they have is more melanocytes at the surface of the skin. But he details greatly how, and I've also posted about this on Instagram, how we are set to be the ones to rise here in the West. And it is because of all the things that we've gone through, giving us a special type of DNA that includes both our African ancestral heritage as well as over here, and including, he also said, white people. So we have a special combination of DNA which makes us those who are set to rise here in the West. I love you, Bobby Hemmett, for that information and knowledge, because most of us already know. We've known all our lives that we were special. We've been able to conform and fit in all along the way, but we've known that there's something about us that is different and who are special. And he's also called attention to the fact that, again, those around us may be clones, because this cloning process is very real. It's been taking place for quite a long time. And understanding cloning helps us understand some of the weird experiences and people in the last 15, I would say, years. So, thank you for that, Bobby Hemmett. I have something here about the pendulum. When I was a pre-K teacher, I called myself doing a scientific experiment. Since my class was multicultural, I had blacks, whites from all parts of the world, Hispanics, Chinese, Indians from India. And I did a science experiment where I had the students stand and I held my pendulum above their head. And really was surprised by what I had seen, although I knew that it was probably going to prove positive. When you hold that pendulum over a highly melanin black child's head, it swings so smoothly around and around and around and around. When you hold that pendulum over a Hispanic head, it swings around and around, but a little bit erratically. When you hold it over an Indian person's head, it swings around and around, but even more erratically. When you hold it, or by the time you get to the white person, it is going around the thing, just jerking back and forth like so. Which reveals the truth of our DNA and our connection to the Godhead. Okay, so I just wanted to get that in. That is an amazing experience that I had. Again, I believe the children teach us a lot of times and not the other way around. So that was a valuable experience for me while being a pre-K lead teacher. And all the things that I learned there were just amazing. And it was the hardest job I've ever had. I worked from the time I got there to the time I get home, and then went home and took a nap just to rest from all the responsibilities required from being a pre-K lead teacher. People would think, oh, you're just babysitting, you're daycare. It is not that at all. Okay? And it was a place where I received the most love from people dealing with the HIV crisis. Those children loved me, and so did their parents. Now, administration may have been a little bit different, but I still honor those children because they know the truth when they see it, and they know that I only love them. And I wonder how they're doing to this day, but I'm sure they're going to be amazing people in this world, because you can see when a child has a light. Okay? And again, I love them so much. Next thing on my list, interracial relationships and dating. Bobby Hemmett has said that when black people enter sexual intercourse relationships with white people, it can dramatically impact their energy as well as what happens in their life. He told the story about a friend of his who ended up dating a white woman, and how since some white people are hybrid mutants, some of them aren't even fully human, and you get with them and merge your energy with that, it throws your inner energy off. So I'll leave it at that and let you check out Bobby Hemmett to hear the rest of that detailed information. All right, next thing. Dear white people. I heard of this a while back when I was still at Facebook, I think, but for some reason I didn't want to see it. I never wanted to watch it, but I've been checking it out on YouTube. Not YouTube, on Netflix. And I have been posting as well about it on Instagram. And what I call it is integration, the horrors of integration. It reminds me of so many things, so many situations, so many experiences I had when I went to a white college. And then even in my own family, and I won't call family members, but the characters in there are very interesting. They cover the gamut of black people who are supposedly on this upperly mobile track. Now, I went through all of that, and none of it, in the end, worked out, because it was right after college that I received that diagnosis and a murder attempt was put out on my life. And then I figured out the truth, but since then, I have still lived my life in danger and being stigmatized. So, see that program, Dear White People. It shows the day in and day out life of black students on a mostly white college campus, and all the things, the racist things that they endure, all the struggles they have with inside themselves, some of them themselves being mixed, and then just this struggle to really get to the point that I am to now, that I could have gone on and gotten a PhD. I've got 2 masters, or would have had 2 master's degrees, and I still would have been an educated fool, because I learned nothing of great value about who I am as a highly melanin being on this planet. All that type of education, I had to go out and seek it on my own. Now, nobody owes us anything. we have to make and take time to go out and research, to read books, to listen to various teachers, and to decide for ourselves who we think we are, who we know we are. And I love me. And I'm happy to be here another day, although in pain with this root chakra issue. I swear, if I could just heal that issue, it would indicate so much to me. So I am calling on entities daily in ritual, using my altars. I feel like I live sometimes in a state of meditation, wanting to transcend this pain and to get back on spiritual track, to awaken my third eye fully, Om Namah Shivaya, and destroy this nightmare illusion. Look at that altar in that Occult Lectures presentation that Bobby Hemmett has out there. My altar is developing as well. They don't have to be like anybody else's. It is a unique expression of who we are, which is divine monster soul chaos beings on this planet, set to rise higher than ever before.